Welcome to Aboriginal Powwow, the Indigenous Paradigm Shift event taking place in Dallas, Texas. An event that'll allow you to meet your roots and your own self. And once you know who you are, there's no turning back. Being connected to your true identity and the roots that make you who you are is a powerful yet beautiful experience. At the Aboriginal Powwow event, you'll meet not only yourself, but other people who are on the same journey as you as well. And while you're at it, you'll also get to enjoy fantastic food, fun activities, and much more. This is a 3-day event where families will gather to enjoy quality time while also learning a lot of new things. At the powwow, the Aboriginal people, or so-called black people, will get to know about the mind control placed on them while they learn about their true selves. Here we'll educate and show you the importance of having a separate and distinct nationality. Not just that, you'll see the administration acquiring reparations in real time without asking permission from anyone. Now let's talk about the Aboriginal University curriculum. It includes understanding basic civics and how it applies in real life, importance of one's status and operating in a tribal jurisdiction, understanding the protection of economics and being tax exempt for life, starting tribal townships everywhere and how we have one and more on the way. Apart from that, if you'd like to vent at this event to show off your skills, achievements, or products, we have a space for you too. We will also be outside connecting with nature and getting our hands dirty and doing outdoor activities for everyone. Along with that, we have other special activities like Aboriginal entertainment, so make sure you don't miss out. Learning new things and having fun aside, at Powwow, we're also offering different services including free bioscan, where we can scan your body non-invasively in 60 seconds and know what is going on in your body. Nationality services, where experts will give you relevant advice. Cosmology services, where professionals will help you understand your book and brighten your concepts. Not just that, we'll also be offering genealogy services that'll allow you to learn a lot about your ancestry and lineage. You can also enjoy health, legal, and many other services here. In short, there's something for everyone. If you plan to attend the powwow event and want to learn who you are and how you can protect yourself and your family, go to hawabdfw.org or hawab.org and get your tickets in just a few clicks. For a single entry, the ticket will cost $50 for singles, but if you come with a family, it's just $100. And lastly, if you're a vendor, the ticket will be $110. And yes, all these tickets come with food for 3 days. We're excited to see you at the Aboriginal Powwow event. Come powwow with the she.
Damn, I don't know why it autoplay. Peace, family. How is everybody doing this evening? Apologies for me starting late. Let me get some people up in the building. How's everybody doing today? We're going to be talking about, and we're just going to do a little criticism, a little critiquing on the 5 love languages, as most people are probably familiar with. But we're also going to talk a little bit about what you should be already aware of that's taking place that affects a lot of people who are participating in this type of economy. And also, we're going to be talking about some investment opportunities. Y'all know I like talking about investment opportunities. So give me 1 second as I kind of get set up and we get everybody up in here. Shout out to the family who's come through. Let me show y'all. Peace, peace, peace. All right, let me see something. Let me see. Let me get this squared away. Did I forget? Let me see, y'all. Oh, yeah. Let me send this. We'll do that. Then I'll get set up real quick. All right. Now, I bet. Give me 1 second, y'all. I bet. Cool. All right. Now that we got everybody up in here, I guess we can go ahead and get started. I think we got everything kind of situated. So, all right, let me go ahead and share my screen. Peace to the family. I know y'all keep coming through. On your way in, make sure that hopefully my sound is working and we can go ahead and get started. And let's go ahead and dive in because I know you guys got things to do and I do not want to waste y'all's time. All right. So you already know, I already start with stuff like this. But this is what I'm going to be talking about. So the 5 love languages. Is it a scam? Is it misleading? Maybe a little bit of both. But the idea is that I think a lot of people should probably be aware of what's actually taking place. So let me go ahead and head to the next thing. So then we'll talk about the investment opportunities like I normally talk about, right? But got to mention the powwow. You know, it's coming up in April the 19th through the 21st. We got a main event that we're going to be doing. I think it'll be fun. It's kind of a show / experiment, right? It's the Speed Cosmo Courting Show. Okay. So I'll talk a little bit about it towards the end, but just kind of give you an overview. It is going to be a combination of taking your 3 cards and doing kind of like a little mixer within a period of time. So peace, family, peace. Yeah, so I think it'll be cool and I think it'll be fun. It's going to be a really good time. So, and I'll talk about some of the perks towards the end as well. If for those who actually want to participate in the courting show, right? It'll be a great time. But again, we'll talk a little bit about it at the end. But these are some of the activities that we're going to be unveiling, and there's a lot more. So we're going to have a few STEM activities. So that means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Those type of activities. Nothing too complicated, but it'll still be fun and enjoyable. We're going to have the Aboriginal concert as well as we're going to do a little outing, skating. We're going to have drone competition, bow and arrow competition. We're going to have a special Cosmo session. You know, I'm going to let that be vague as possible without being in trouble. And then we're going to be talking about the People's Political Party as well, indigenous governance, agricultural lessons, Slip Down Mountain, obviously, and then a few other things. So if you want to see or if you want to learn more of those details, just go to hawabdfw.org or hawab.org. And let me shout out to the family. Peace. And let me move on to the next slide. So obviously, everybody should have probably received an email from headquarters for nationals, at least that are in good standing. As far as like the Aboriginal Summit, July 1st through the 7th in Tulum, Mexico. So that's going to be fun. If you need more information on that, arnaevents.org or .com, I think. It's one of those two. Then obviously we're going to have the summit in August. Oh, July 2nd. Thank you for correcting me. Yes, July 2nd, because I was like, oh, is it July 1st and 2nd? So yeah, we're going to have that. And then obviously we talked about the powwow. And then we also have the Spring Equinox Festival that Sister Lazakia is going to be putting on March the 23rd, I think, in OKC. So, and I'm sure there's going to be more events, obviously. And yeah, didn't want to belabor the point on that. All right. I like using this because it's a point of reference. A lot of people are swimming in deep land. Like they're so far gone. It's embarrassing. And some of the conversations that I was getting on the phone this week just kind of reminded me of how some people are really way out here. And we'll talk a little bit about that, but just keep this frame of picture in your mind, right? You know, I know some of y'all don't feel like you're neglected, confused, scared. We're not trying to scare nobody, right? I need to be focusing on pioneering, taking risk, doing things that are going to really bring results. So, and then have fun while you're doing it at the same time, right? But don't spend, all day having fun and not doing any work, right? So, all right. Is everybody kind of familiar with the gig economy? Some of y'all are participating in the gig economy. You're like, well, what is that? Basic things: Uber, DoorDash, maybe virtual tutoring. Just trying to name some of these other ones, but you get the idea. Whether it's car rentals, so what is it? Airbnb. Um, what's the other one for the Toro? Toro is the car rental one. So these are all different forms of the gig economy, and there's several of them, and they're continuing to expand. Now, why am I even bringing this up and talking about it? Right? They're like, Coach, it really don't matter like that, brother. Why are you even talking? All right, just bear with me. So maybe everybody's not aware or aware of it, but there's the new Department of Labor of Law that they have passed in January 24th. Didn't really talk about it, didn't really say anything about it. And basically, it's going to affect how the independent contractor is viewed um, based off of the economic situation. So ultimately, they want to treat you like an employee. Even though they said they're not trying to disrupt what you already have going on, but they are going to disrupt what you got going on. So, and especially if you're doing it as a 14th Amendment citizen, right? That's the number one key thing. So they're trying to put you under a new classification, right? And this is going into effect. What it says, March. I think it's March 11th, March 8th, March 11th. So now you're like, well, that doesn't really matter. That doesn't impact me. Oh, but it does, especially for y'all who are just doing it like normal people, right? So they want, like I said, they want to treat you like an employee, meaning you're going to be taxed like an employee. So they know you're hiding money and they want a piece of that money so that they can do things that I'm not about to say on the air and fund other operations. So why am I even bringing this up? Like the whole point of you even doing these gig economies or these side hustles, these freelance things was so that you can actually continue to remain independent and running your own business. But instead now they're trying to suck out your autonomy and your economy by taxing you and putting you under a new classification, right? So why is that important? Well, if you're not utilizing an indigenous business, like we keep telling you guys to do, we can help with that. Or you're operating just as a 14th Amendment citizen, you're going to be classified as an employee. I'm almost anticipating that that's what they're going to do. Regardless of what they say that they're not going to disrupt, it's not going to disrupt anything. They're needing money. Money is tight. They're running out of money. And so this is part of the implementation plan. So what is the remedy, right? I know you're like, yeah, well, what's the remedy, Coach? Jurisdiction is the remedy, right? We keep telling you. So jurisdiction is everything. So whether you're participating in the U.S. jurisdiction or in the tribal jurisdiction, how your status, what vehicles you're using really make a difference. And so this is no different of a scenario. So if you're operating in your proper status, utilizing your indigenous business that you may have purchased or ordered, or gotten through a jurist from one of us in Arnhem, or you're in the IPA and you're still in that same realm, you're going to be okay. But that's only one half of the equation. You need to actually be utilizing it. That means instead of using yourself for Lyft, utilize your business for Lyft to interface in between so that they're paying your business. It doesn't impact you. Whatever they're trying to tell you that you need to sign the tax or whatever, you don't need to worry about because you've already contracted properly. Everything is contracts, right? So jurisdiction, right? If you need more help, if you want to get your questions answered, consultation for free. Go to shabazassociates.com. Y'all know I got to advertise. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because they want to tax you. That's really the end game. They're trying to find ways to tax you, drain your economic resources through contracts, through different modes of operation where they're classifying it as income. And income is not the same as compensation, right? So keep that in mind. All right. Let me move some of this stuff off the screen. I think maybe I need to move this stuff off the screen real quick. Let me see something. Y'all still with me? Or are y'all looking at me like, huh? It's okay if y'all, hopefully that makes sense. Like it shouldn't be too bad. It really, hold on. Why is that not working? Give me a second, y'all. All right, cool. All right, that is much better. Okay, so y'all can see the screen. So five love languages. Misleading? We think it is. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Oh yeah. I'm showing these images because everybody has heard of the five love languages, obviously. Most people are like, yeah, I like receiving gifts, or physical touch, and that's as far as it goes. But they'll put those in like the modes of operation. When in reality, right? I know they say that there's levels of importance, but there's really a clear-cut way to identify what is really the importance, even though you got all of them, right? But how they're classifying it, how they're identifying it is really not clear, and it's very misleading. So why am I bringing it up, right? Well, this is the man who wrote the five love languages, right? He's a 4 of spades, ace of diamonds, 4 of spades. And, great idea, clever idea to understand human relationships. But here's the thing that I'm pretty sure, even though he may be aware, he may not be aware, but it really does show. What he really loves is money with the public attention. His love card is, or his Venus card from the 4 of spades is a 10 of diamonds. So he's obviously doing very well for himself, right? So these are the 5 love languages that, he's obviously preached about and he's talked about in his book. From words of affirmation, quality time, gift giving, acts of service, physical touch, right? So I can almost promise you, he likes getting gifts. He likes being appreciated for his value that he's bringing, right? And you can't tell me otherwise. A diamond recognizes another diamond, especially the way he be moving. So I bring that up to just kind of frame the breakdown, right? So remember, when we're talking about the elements from hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades, everybody has all these things. And there's another factor that also goes in between these, right? But if you really want to know what a person loves, just go 2 spaces from the left from the birth card, right? And it'll be the Venus card. And you'll know exactly what it is that they love the most. Even though they may tell you, yeah, I like this, I love that, I really want that. They may not be honest or they may not be aware. Some people are aware. So, meaning you don't have to guess. So you don't have to use this 5 love language, what is it? I guess they do an assessment test. You don't have to do all that. You don't even have to guess. Like, as much as people are saying that, like for example, and I'm speaking German, women say, I like gifts. And then men will say, I like physical touch for the most part. Even though they'll bring it down to a lower level instead of being honest about it, we probably know that that's pretty important, right? So let me move on. Okay. So everybody's probably seen this before. If you haven't, you can learn more at aboriginalmedicalassociation.com or honorgovernment.org, right? But these are the things that I really want to hone in on. So remember what I told you that he was a 4 of spades? So 1, 2, 10 of diamonds. He loves money. And it shows. This guy's wrote a whole bunch of books on the same concept, publicly teaching. And you know what's fueling that work ethic? You know, because he's got a 4 spades twice, right? So he knows things and he knows how to connect people to certain things with that wisdom. And that's usually what the spades represents, is like wisdom, knowing, just already knowing. And then you got to have that work ethic, you know, on a functional sense. So I'm bringing all these things up because these are the things that in cosmology, when you're dealing with the Zolkin system, you're going to need to understand what's the moon vertical, what's the moon support, what's the moon bottom, what's a mutual connection. Um, all these things, dysfunction or functional aspect. These are the things that are going to be very important when you're interacting with people or just having human relationships, right? So I always got to make this disclosure. Just because you don't have a connection or mutual connection does not mean it won't work. It just means it'll be an uphill climb. It'll be a massive uphill climb. So anyway, so I got to make that disclosure. So I'll give another example. Let's say somebody is let's say November the 13th. Let's just say that the author's wife, you know, I don't know when her birthday is. Let's say that it's November the 13th. So her birthday, based off of the cosmology, would be 7 clubs, right? 7 clubs, Scorpio, right? If I'm doing that right. Make sure. Yeah, 7 of clubs, right? So with his ace of diamonds, they would be chatty patty to each other, right? Because, you know, especially she would be talking. And then, you know, you got that mutual Mercury. So they would understand business together, right? As an example. And then I think her other cards, if I do Scorpio, so that's like 1, 2, 3, Mars. Yeah. So Jack of clubs. And then lastly, I think if it's 13, 4, so it'd be Jupiter. So it'd be 9 of diamonds. So 9 of diamonds, right? Oh, we got the God in the building. We got the God in the building. Hold on. We got the God in the building. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, I'll be goofy. Yo, who's God? Peace.
Peace, God. Peace to the tribe. How you doing, family?
Good, God. How about yourself, man?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Yeah, man. You know, we just got to make sure that people understand that, you know, there's a difference between this, you know, 5 love languages, because people be coming up in here, or they be on the phone with me talking like,
you don't know, baby D. You don't know. That's why you're looking at me, because you don't know, baby D.
When I explain it to them, they insist that there's nothing wrong, and I said, okay, well, you can have it. Right? So now we got the chief minister of cosmology in the building, and we're just trying to make sure that we just kind of critique the 5 love languages, right? We understand that everybody has these things, but I think it's important to put the context of cosmology to it, because it'll do a better job of explaining exactly what a person actually loves. And so from your perspective, right? Like, take it to this guy again, you know. Let me go back to this guy, right? The creator. 4 spades. He loves money. I know he does. And he's in the public. I know he does. Otherwise, why would he keep doing something that really, you know, maybe half true, partially true, kind of works? I mean, he's got the 5 love languages for children. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I think that's why I wanted to just kind of just go over these kind of some of the basic things with people. So what's your thoughts on that? Just simple observation before we get deep into breaking down each 5 love language and what that corresponds to.
All right. First thing I'm gonna start off with, he pimping. He pimping. You look at his Venus, you say 4 spades, right?
4 spades is his birth card, and his Venus card, what he, you know, will probably like doing or loves participating in, is money and being in the public with money and abundance of money. You know, this man ain't about to go broke. At 86, he's still on tour. He's 6, still on tour. He loves money. He loves speaking. He loves just, anyway.
Yeah. And then we can add the support card. He got that 7 diamonds energy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said, yo, he pimping. He knows exactly what simps want to hear.
And you know what? There's a deception, right? Since we doing all that, right?
Yeah.
There's a jack of clubs underneath him. He may not be telling the truth all the way. He not the truth all the way. Yeah. So I mean,
But let's say he was in his functionality.
right.
The intent that he would come into the relationship would be, okay, I'm looking for the woman who can help me build wealth.
Mm-hmm.
So it could turn out to 2 things. The intent is, I'm coming to you because I want to experiment with you,
Right.
to create a dissertation that we can build wealth with. The intention is going to be around money, assets, etc.
That's all I want to talk about. If it ain't about money, this ain't about to work, baby. Because I'm tired of working. That force, he got double force face. So he tired. He like, I'm trying to work like a, let me not say that word. Work hard like a dog, Shoot, I'm trying to have money in my pocket. I don't recall children involved. As far as I know, I don't think he has children. So it's just the 2 of them. Keep that in mind. No children involved. He's like,
That's wild.
I know how to keep my money. It's crazy. So yeah, I think that those are good. Those are excellent points that you pointed out, God. So let's go ahead. I know everybody's heard of this, but I just have to explain some of these things because it's like this is how they've been explained and pitched to the public. This is the social engineering that we keep talking about. Words of affirmation. Encouraging people, coddling a little bit, appreciation, talking to them nice, texting them, calling, gift card. Listen, I'm not about to read all this. But physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time, acts of service. And we're about to go into what that actually really means in cosmology and what elements correspond to what. Words of affirmation. Y'all already know that's clubs, baby. That's clubs. People just need to hear. They need to communicate. They need to know somebody's communicating to them. Whether it is, hey, I just want to make sure you're good, checking up on you, you're doing great. That you hear the affirmation, that's all club behavior. When somebody says, yo, I just want to be mind effed, yeah, you already know what time they on that. So that's what people say. Yeah, words of affirmation. I'm talk to me nice. I'm like, yeah, I know. You want to be stimulated. You want somebody to acknowledge you. You kind of want people to hypnotize you too, because you be hypnotizing other people. So, and you just like knowing things. So it feels good to know that somebody actually is affirming what you've already discovered. Right? What's your thoughts on that, guy? What's your thoughts on that?
Ooh, I mean, you hit it on the mark. I mean, words of encouragement, and I can speak to me in this instance. I got a moon card.
Mm-hmm.
It is an ace of clubs. It has the clubs in it. So my affirmation is, I'm gonna always ask a question, and the answer is, it's like a reassurance for me. It's like, yeah, see, I knew I was on the path, but I wanted to know I was on the path, so I wanted to form it in a question.
Hold on, let me go. Let me do something. Let me see something real quick. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. Right here. So you see what Mr. Yogi's talking about, y'all? One above that 7 of diamonds is an ace of clubs.
Yep.
And that's Mercury, right? That deals with communication, right? So keep that point. in mind, right? As we're going through this, right? So, and I would agree, right? As much as I say I don't like talking, somehow I find myself talking. One space to the left, 10 of clubs. Like, come on, Coach, are you playing? Like, oh yeah, I know. No, I'm for real. Like, even the 10 of spades, 5 of clubs. I mean, I guess I do kind of like talking. I guess. No, I like talking though. So some days I don't want to do it. So hopefully that you guys are following what we're talking about, right? Those who need words of affirmation, when you hear, like, if you're dealing with somebody who's still not hip to cosmology, they don't know about cosmology, and they hit you with the, what's your 5 love languages? What's your top 5? And then you're like, well, first let me ask you what's yours, and they'll tell you, but then you like hit them with the, okay, when's your birthday? What birthday? We're talking about 5 love languages. All right, give me that birthday. Because that's what's going to tell me everything I need to know about this discussion, what's taking place.
Right.
So anyway, right, that's kind of some of the points I just wanted to reaffirm. And understand that if you don't talk to a club or somebody who's a words of affirmation, they will be annoyed at you. Matter of fact, they'll let you have it. I don't know how else to say it. Kojo be catching that smoke because there's club people who be like, Kojo, you don't never reply, brother. I'm like, God, y'all, it be taking me a couple of days. I'm sorry. But that's clubs expressing that they're like, hey, I need you to communicate. I need you to communicate. But there's days I don't be communicating because I just be working. See, anyway. So any other thoughts on that, God, before we just move on to the next love language?
You hit it on the dot with that one. You hit it.
Oh man. Let's keep cooking. Let's keep cooking. Physical touch. Y'all know I'm a queen of hearts, y'all. So y'all know I like hugging people. I like all that stuff, right? It just feels good, right? Anyway, let me not get too far in the weeds. So physical touch is hearts, right? And the folks who need physical forms of expression, maybe a smile, maybe a wink, maybe like, what's going on, all these things, emotions that come with that physical expression, because emotions expressed turns out in physical form, right? You're like, no, that's not true, Kojo. Wait. Hear me out. When you're feeling good in your mind, you're like, yeah, I feel good, and you crack a smile to somebody. That's a form of physical expression from a thought, right? So, boom, your body has now expressed that emotion into physical form by giving a smile. So, physical touch is just equaling hearts. You're just magnetically pulling somebody in with either emotions or some type of physical touch, right? And it's a combination of the two. And it just makes the bodies feel good. Everybody feels good together, all this stuff, right? So, and then intimacy. I know your hearts like intimacy. I'm talking to myself, right, as I'm saying this, right? We like it. And I'm being transparent, right? So, so don't hide those things in a box, right? Oh, I want to make. I don't know if I made that point on the clubs, but clubs, just make sure y'all express, right? Express whatever you're thinking, the thoughts. It's important. Boom. Hearts, make sure you express your emotions. Physical forms, physical touch. Those are important to your amusement park. Everybody has their own custom amusement park. Okay. I know you're like, Coach, are you trying to complicate it? I know. I'm just trying to put a little spin to it. But we're still talking about the same thing, right? So look what it says, physical touch. Nonverbals. What is that? Emotions. Body language. Folks. Saying the same thing, right? But you put a touch of hugs, kisses, cuddling. I know they try to get all mushy, but those things they feel good to the heart, right? Hearts like that type of stuff. But what people have to be mindful of is that hearts can be emotionally abusive, manipulative to people. They're like, damn, man, why you make me feel bad? My bad. Right. So these are the things that really drive the point home of what this physical touch is. So if somebody hits you with, oh, you know, I'm a physical touch, which, you know, generally speaking, and like I said, everybody has all of these things. You know, most men are they like physical touch, right? So that they're going to say something else, even though they would want to say physical touch. Now, there's some others who are really just like, yeah, you know, show me the mind, how your mind works. And some people are like, yo, show me the money, okay? If you broke, let me find somebody else. Right? And then some people just want you to see the work. So anyway, we'll get into that. What else you got on that, guy? Like, we got to hear from the chief.
Let me see. I give you. This is for experimentation.
Mm-hmm.
For the ones who still find themselves at the club, the dysfunctional one. You can identify the love language, the two we went over so far, the clubs. That's the person in the corner rapping the song to you. Just over there, just, he hyped up. He just rapping it to you. All in the ear, singing. Erykah Badu voice to the center. The hearts person. That's the person who dances. So he can arm around you. He just happy, smiling, form expression, arms around you. Good old time. Physical touch.
Right.
You got to identify because they're functionally intelligent. You know, I want to be functional. Let me be functional. People on the intelligence, you know, it creates that social relaxation, and now their personality is wide open. You could experiment and see those things.
Mm-hmm.
And you hit the point with the hearts. I don't even got nothing to add. The hearts, yeah, literally.
No, but you with the club scenario. Oh yeah, let's. I'm gonna put that. I just want to put one more thing. What you said. You said they dancing with the hearts. They dancing, but don't forget they trying to find somebody to grind on, to dance with. Trying to, and you folks know what I'm talking about. Like, go back to those days when you at the club. You like, man, shorty look nice, or you like, damn, man. Let me see if I can just mooch my way, just dancing in front, and then you be like, hey, and they'll give you the signal. You be like, okay, yeah, all right, cool, yeah, cool. So anyway, just driving the point home for those who, I know we gotta have fun. Anyway, I appreciate that example.
It's a guy. It's a appreciation.
Yes, sir, that was a good one. So hopefully we drove that point home, y'all. All right, diamonds. I know y'all. Ladies, show me the money, which is valid. But here's the thing: receiving gifts equals a diamond, right? Folks who like nice things, they need nice things. They need solid economic structure. They're like, am I going to always get gifts from you? Whether it be my birthday, no reason, holiday, it may not even be nothing going on. I still want a gift. But can you recognize the value that I bring? Because I like receiving gifts. That's the whole point of a diamond, is that they recognize their value. And so you should recognize that value by giving them gifts. So don't take my value for granted. That is exactly what a diamond is communicating when they say, I want to receive gifts. And I know, let's just go to what it says. Thoughtfulness to make your spouse a priority. Listen, folks, you talking to a diamond. If you ain't got no money, you ain't got no economic structure, you ain't providing some type of value, you're not acknowledging their value, you're going to find out that they about to keep it stepping. They about to move because you kicking all this sand on their diamond in their eye. They're like, oh, man, all this sand. So anyway, just value. Bring value. So what you got on that guy?
He's talking to me. The seven of diamonds. I will walk away. In my case, for me, it's ideas, it's values in the sense of vision, ideas. I get that feeling that you boring, I'm stepping. Right? I can't. And it's because in my mind, functioning, I put in my mind like, yo, the woman I got around me, I want to be able to create her vision. But she's not receptive to learning cosmology or learning how to create purpose and
right.
boring. There's like, nah. Because when I blink, I should see the vision. If I blink and I don't see you in the vision, it's, yeah, no.
Literally.
That's just me being transparent as a diamond. Functionally or for the dysfunctionally.
But you see that there has to be some form of value, because if there's no value, and if they're not showing their value, you're really not about to waste too much time with them too much longer, because they're not respecting the value that you're bringing to them. Because if they really did understand what value that you brought, they'd be like, hold on, he done dropped what? These kind of gems? Let me find out what's going on. Okay, how do I stay in alignment with your values? Bingo. How do I stay in alignment with your values as a diamond? Right? So, yeah, no. Look, you guys are talking to a diamond too, right? So, like, I like talking about resources, y'all. I like talking about value and bringing value. Even as an 8 of diamond, that's what I love talking about, is 8 of diamond stuff. Why do you think I'm always talking about economic opportunities? Trying to figure out what's the next thing that people can do. That was even how I started off class, economics. They about to tax y'all. They about to tax y'all for doing gig economies, y'all. Because they're going to treat y'all like employees. I don't know about y'all. Hopefully you running your own businesses. So I'm going to leave it at that.
Facts.
That's it. Let me see what else. Okay. Acts of service, y'all. I know y'all like, Kojo, 41 minutes, brother. You better hurry up in 20. Yep. Aye, captains. Acts of service, spade energy. You're like, how does that? Listen, you ever see somebody who's a spade by birth and they catch you being lazy? Like, they over here working, they working 10, 13 hours, like your ass is on the couch. And they're like, you know what rubs the spades the wrong way? They're like, hey, would you mind, as an example, would you mind grabbing me some dinner? And you like, if you don't get your ass up and make that damn food and make me some food too, I'm about to blow a gasket. I'm about to blow a gasket. Basically, you just need to show effort. Like, they need to know that you want to do things for them, that you don't mind putting sweat equity, that you don't mind working so hard, that you don't mind speaking passionately or doing things passionately for them. You ever see somebody try to do something nice for somebody and they did it with no effort? The spade is knowing, and they're like, this ain't even legitimate. I don't even know why you doing it. That's all they're thinking. They're like, I don't know why they're even trying to do this right now. They don't even want to do it. I can see it on their face. They don't even want to do it. Let me move you out the way. I'll go ahead and finish the rest. And then that's how they end up doing. They just end up taking over.
Yep.
Shouldn't speak louder than words to a spade. So, and they already know, so don't try to hoodwink them. So, anyway. What you got, guys?
You hit at a point. I worked with somebody who was a spade. He cursed every employee out. Like, y'all some lazy mother. I said, ooh. I said, I'm glad my name wasn't in there. They was very motivational. But no, man, that's a spades, and you just like the passion, like all of that I witnessed from, like seeing somebody give him a gift, and it was like, oh yeah, guys was out there, very still voice, very, smooth, voice, and it's like you didn't hear that. I can't think of a cartoon show, but like some type of cartoon, excited, passionate voice. You know what I mean?
What about, like, not Johnny Bravo. I'm sorry, that's more of a heart energy. What about what about like Daffy Duck? He always seems fired up.
Yeah, everything he do, he got passion. That's a good one.
I don't know why Johnny Bravo. That was for the hearts. I'm sorry.
Johnny Bravo was that? No,
He got that heart, but he also got that mouthpiece. But he really just what he really loves is he loves him some women. So that's all he's interested in. And showing off his muscles, right? Literally, that's an example right there. Like, you know what I mean? So it's really not that deep, y'all. So, when somebody's trying to package something and sell it to you in a form of, look, this is how you interpret human psychology or human relationships. It's if you understand the person's book of you and you understand your own book of you, it's not going to be that complicated. So, what else? I think that was anything else on that point before I move on.
Just lastly, you can also tell they trying too hard to the point of lying. Because if you got their birth card, you're like, this person is spade. Why are they acting like a heart? Why are they acting like a clubs? This is not your character development right here. Why are you presenting yourself like this?
They're not being honest.
Not being honest. Might not be a good. That's the vetting system now. Like this is not your personality right here.
At all. But you over here playing. You trying to trick me. Huh? Wait. I'm sorry. Let me hit y'all with that. Somebody lying to you.
Huh?
Like, I know better. You taught me how to read cards, and you trying to behave like you a lover boy, but you over here clubbing.
Huh?
Like, don't try to lover boy me. You just like talking. No. So that's right. That's true. So you got to vet people, right? And we'll talk about that as well. So I'm trying to. Lastly, quality time. You're like, okay, how you quantify that? It's all of them. Because no matter what the person says, whether they say quality time, they enjoy a fusion of everything. And we would call that a thought or blackness, right? When it's just literally everything. Quality time really is just everything. Because it can be, okay, yeah, you just spending quality time hugging each other, or you're having quality time talking to each other, or you're having quality time spending money on somebody, or you're having quality time doing some nice things for that person. Acts of service. That's what they call it. So don't get confused when somebody hits you with, well, I like quality time. Just know they like goddamn everything, okay? It's a fusion of everything. And like I said at the beginning, we all have all four of those elements. Some naturally have those within their birth card, their planetary ruler, and their planetary number because of how the birthdays aligned. And so they may have all four of those elements. So therefore, they would be telling the truth. Quality time. You like, damn, quality time? Yeah, it don't matter what we do, baby. It could be you spend money on me. It don't really matter to me if you spend money. I'll take it, Or if you do nice things for me, I'll take the nice gestures. Or you just talking to me. But if you don't do any of those things, and intimacy, and if you don't do any of those things, I'm about to walk away slowly, not so quickly, but slowly. They start pulling back. You ever hear that song? What is it? Chingy, Tyrese. Every time I try to leave, some keep. That's what's gonna happen. And then when the person who is not aware that this is what the person is that they have all four of those elements. And again, this is criticism. This is what's about to happen. You about to be like, pack your bags while you pack your bags. What? So anyway, what's your thoughts on this guy?
Man, makes perfect sense to me. It makes perfect sense.
So,
and just learning that birthday is important, because you might want to learn what love language they got to navigate it in arbitration. Like, you know what, I'm missing one of their love songs. But if you know it, then it's like, I know what you want. Not only that, it helps with the choice. Like, I don't like. I'll give a nugget. I'll give a nugget to the brothers and sisters.
He go. Hold on. Let me take this off and just let.
And this is for a specific birthday right here. Because his birthday, I even discovered this too a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
August 1st is a triple Queen of Diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you about to be. I hope you Floyd Mayweather, because you about to be spending some money.
You better be made out of money at that point.
You gotta be making the money. You might need to grow some trees. But if you know that birthday,
you can make it.
And the person is first. I talked about this fun, but they could be a functional person. They have functional purpose. Then that's triple the value. That's just triple honoring their value system and what they bring to the table. So they don't feel like they're just digging and digging to unlock your value.
Which is what a lot of people do. Do a whole lot of digging. Some people don't even dig at all. They're like, you know what? Face value. Oh, you're gonna get yourself in trouble, y'all. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about that. But that's a nugget right there. I don't think that. I think people are looking at you like this, Yogi.
Huh?
You didn't say what? Yeah, he just. Y'all tripping.
Tell me.
You need to know these things, y'all. All right. So I know. You like Kojo? Mr. Yogi, why are you critiquing the 5 love languages? Because I get the purpose. I understand the purpose. Him being a 4 of spades. He came into some information, possibly. I don't want to say what information, but he came into some information. And then he was like, you know what? I can make money. From a selfish standpoint of an ace of diamonds, he's like, you know what? I can make some money off of this. So rub my hands together. And then he's like, I got the idea, y'all. That's what's happening when he's like, when people go, he's counseling people. I know that's what he's like, man. It's kind of true, but not all the way true. But anyway. So keep in mind that, his background is Christianity. So that's why, you see a little bit of that kind of fuel into the love languages. But again, it doesn't, like what he's communicating doesn't really get to the core root, which these factors matter. And like we talked about in cosmology, it actually you get a full psychological profile. And that, and I know people are like, oh, well, what about the planetary number and the ruler? Don't they matter too? Always remember, everything else revolves around the sun. That means the Earth card is the sun, and everything else revolves around it. Keep that in mind.
That was a nugget right there. That was a.
I'm just telling you. So, what we're saying is that love languages, I get it, but like if you use that as a guide, y'all, you guys' relationships are doomed. Period. Because you're not going to understand the full picture of who you're actually dealing with. And that's all we're trying to communicate is the science of mating, right? And properly how to engage that. So I know you're like,
Huh?
So we'll keep it moving. So Aboriginal shape Cosmo, right? These are questions that you would want to know and ask yourself to be self-aware. Have you opened your book of you? Do you know where you actually come from? Do you know magnetically what makes up you? Do you really understand the keys that were given to you? Are you activating in a functional way or dysfunctional way? Do you understand your relationship to people and to yourself and everything around you? Y'all can activate God body mode if y'all choose to. I know y'all like,
Huh?
but we're gonna keep it moving. So I'm gonna tie this up in a knot, and I'm gonna let the chief minister put all the things in perspective on some of these things. But there should be some kind of hazards, y'all. Some red flags, cautionary flags, and then green flags when you're dealing with relationships with people. I know y'all like, damn, coach, y'all, you talk about this all the time. Folks, I am a queen of hearts. Human relationships is all I deal with. And it be all types of levels. So you need to understand these things. It's very important, right? And how do you get to the point where you understand what the flags are? Well, you need to know their birthday, right? But you also should be asking some questions. Keep these things in mind. These are some of the questions. Like some of the questions I would ask would be like, what's your relationship to you and your parents? That's number one. Oh, you ain't got no good communication with your folks? Probably not a good fit. Probably not a good fit. Just because of that, family relations to me is important. And that's just being transparent, being a queen of hearts. Now, but you like Kojo, but you say you like money. The sun. Remember the sun, y'all. Everything kind of revolves around that. But let's say that, somebody's like, okay, well, what if I ask you, how's your economics? I'm like, yeah, economics is straight. I can answer that. I like talking about economics. How's your economics? What's your credit score? I need to know that. I'm definitely going to ask that. What's your credit score? If we are
What you know, Grand Rising. My credit score is 360 degrees around the sun because the Constitution is the miraculous. No,
yo, you a trip. No, but I hope y'all follow what we doing, man, because this is all gonna make sense, right? So, and then this is the set of questions that you know, again, you will want to ask if you were a male, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, what a man should look for a woman, and then obviously, this was questions for a woman for what a woman should look for in a man, right? So, you want to know some of these things, and we'll talk about all these things, right? So, lastly, I got to talk about law and justice, right? Some of y'all insist on going the normal route, getting a marriage license in the U.S. jurisdiction, and I'm not sure why, right? But it's because maybe you don't know that there's any other way. Maybe you're not exposed to another system. And so we're here to tell you that there is another way where you can actually control your destiny, create your whole family purpose structure without being granted permission to start a family, and then your children become wardens of the state, property of the state. It's all marriage licenses. They're like, yo, we got ownership of your sacred matrimony. Let somebody be unhappy and file a divorce. We get paid first. Remember that. So this is a reminder. I know y'all like, brother, we don't care. But I'm bringing this up because in our jurisdiction, we can issue out an original marriage certificate to couples. And this will suffice for being married. And you can get the things that you need to get done in our jurisdiction as well as the U.S. jurisdiction. So we don't ask permission. You don't have to ask permission to get married, right? Nor are we giving you permission to marry, right? We're just documenting it, and you keep the original. That's the difference. When you get a marriage license, you're asking permission to be married in the U.S. jurisdiction. Now, how crazy does that sound? Sounds pretty crazy to me. So yeah, I know y'all like, but our love.
You don't know, baby D.
I know y'all love is like no other. That's cool. So let me keep it moving. The whole point is use cosmology, y'all. Don't get distracted with the 5 love languages. It's really almost like a baby experiment that's really not telling the full story, and it's kind of leading y'all astray. Because I keep hearing the same thing. People ask me, well, "What's your 5 love languages?" I don't have none. Oh, and they just get confused. They're like, "You don't?" Let me tell you my love language. I like money. And I've always said this, even as a child. For those who know me, I'd be tripping over $20 back in elementary. I'm like, oh, what? $20 on the street? Let me go ahead and pick that up. And I'm like, wait, first of all, is this somebody's? Oh, okay. Well, let me put that in my pocket. So, and that's just me being honest, right? So the idea is that you want to use cosmology sciences to actually do the science of mating properly and planning your children so that you're not creating a continuous cycle that's damaging to the family structure, which is what they continuously want us to do as we get wiped out. All right, I won't spend too much time on that. Any thoughts on that, guy?
Oh, what was that?
No, say any thoughts on that, guy?
Oh no, it's perfect. I heard somebody else. I think I'm hearing stuff, bro. But
You good, guy? You good? You good?
no, you hit it on point. I mean, learning that language is that birth chart language is very important because you see how person operates. You coach will say, does anybody $20? And then you might have that diamonds that be like, is anybody $20?
Right.
No, all right. Hey, look,
I did my due diligence. My heart is pure.
you know what I mean? So you just see the dynamics of people. Like, you know what I mean? So for me, I'm a water energy. So we can go deep into that. Yeah, y'all can hit me and Kojo's website for the deep portion of birth chart readings. But I'm a water sign. So it's like, yo, is this anybody $20? Yo, you need an idea? Yeah, I got an idea. One, you get an idea, you get an idea. You know what I mean? The more you understand the person's birth chart, his cards, his sun energy, the more you like, you know what? This is a good fit for me. I need to be over here. And then you incorporate the questions. Like, yo, was you raised by your parents? But you wasn't? Oh, you a Scorpio, 9 of hearts? You wasn't raised by your parents?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
that's a problem.
That's a dangerous situation.
It's dangerous.
But
Oh, you raised by your mother? Okay. And then people are like, oh, they think that's just one question, y'all. I have the follow-up question. Hey. You raised by your mother? Okay. What's your relationship like with her?
Oops. Mm-mm. Y'all not ready for that. Yeah.
They ain't ready, man. I'm sorry, y'all.
Are we crazy? I know.
Huh?
I know y'all. But you can watch this video again. And again, we're not anyway. We're gonna keep it moving. Okay, so why am I even bringing this up, y'all? Why are we even talking about this? The Speed Cosmos Show, like we talked about at the beginning, y'all. The purpose of this at the powwow is for singles to meet other singles at the powwow and connect. Now we're going to start off with the mutual Venus, obviously for other purposes because we're running an experiment, and then we'll follow that with the mutual Mercury and mutual Mars, but they're not necessarily required. And so, if you want to participate on the show, looking for love, you're wanting to find some type of compatibility, I'm telling y'all at the powwow, we're going to do it. And all we need you to do is just fill out the intake, right? You're like, damn, coach, every goddamn thing an intake. Yes. Because that's for legal purposes, y'all. So, if you need, let me put that thing in the chat, just for the record. So y'all, I know y'all be like, well, where can I find the form, Kojo? I know y'all gonna ask. So while I'm putting that in the chat, now the other reason why I'm even mentioning it is because if you do participate or you want to participate in this, we can cut your ticket in half or give you a free entry into the powwow. Literally, right? So something to think about. This is a really interesting experiment that we just would like to run, but also we want to promote healthy relationships, healthy families, the science of mating. That's really the core root of what's being promoted. Healthy families, the science of mating, proper mate selection, all these things. This is really the whole purpose of the Speed Cosmos show, but we're just documenting it into almost like a little game show, right? So the details, right? Literally one female, one male, because we heterosexual. I have to say that on record. And 5 minutes. And we're gonna match you up based off of your cosmology, based off of your birthday. And if we see that there's a mutual Venus with somebody that's who's obviously interested in doing the show, we'll pair you up. We'll put you in a room for 5 minutes. We may document some of and we'll even give you some questions to ask, right, to help stimulate, to break the ice, to melt the ice. Let's just say that, melt the ice, and flow in that Venus energy. You heard of that song? What is that song called? With Trey Songz. Jupiter Love. I don't know. Yeah, like that, brother. But you said Venus. I know. But the reason I'm saying this, right? I'm even mentioning it. We're looking for Venus love energy, right? So that's what we're trying to promote. It's just healthy families, connecting other singles. And I know everybody's like, well, are you gonna do a mixer, y'all? I'm looking for somebody looking for love in all the wrong places. Well, this is gonna be the right place to look for it, right? And create that environment for it, right? We're gonna have the Chief Minister Yogi on the track on this, and we're also gonna have possibly, let me not say, I'm gonna leave that a secret, and I'll let him explain next time. So, I didn't even put it. So, any thoughts on this, guy, on the Speed Cosmo show? While we got people here, maybe put this.
This joint gonna be dope. This is my thought on it. Like, it's gonna be a fun experiment. Brothers,
Yep.
to my brothers, we gotta work out. Like, Yogi out here getting it. Like, my pounds dropping down, so brother, you gotta work out. We throw you down. Is that? I'll ask my brother. Can I give that caveat? Like, brother, if you go in there obese, we are not liable for the results of Speed Cosmo show.
No, that's a legitimate caveat, right? So what you just said is very important, and I want to make sure that we touch on that, right? If you come in there, I wish I had this clip, but if you come in there looking like a scrub, right, you didn't put yourself well together, you're overweight, you're not on your health game, and stomach hanging over. And when you sit down with that sister, she gonna look you. The energy could be there. The energy is there, but the barrier to entry, she looking at what you look like right now. She like, can I see? I mean, I could see it. I could overlook it. See, and that's the experiment. Can they overlook what they're seeing? Because right. So it's all part of it, but that's a caveat. If they're like, yo, I'm not interested. And it ends in 1 minute, folks. Brothers, don't be mad. It is what it is, right?
But it is.
So that's a good caveat. Now that's anyway. We're gonna have fun at the show, yeah. We're gonna have fun at the show.
Right. We're gonna have fun. Man. And brother, you got 4 weeks. You got what is this, March now? 4 weeks. It's 7 days in a week.
Literally.
You fast out. If you listen to Kojo, you buy his supplements. You listen to Ali, you do the flow breath technique, and you work out 4 weeks. I guarantee you're gonna be ready. I don't care what weight you at. I guarantee you will be ready. If you really take your energy, if I know some of y'all ain't got spades, shit, I might need you to pretend a little bit that you got a spade. Cause I need you to work.
Literally. Yeah.
So that's our challenge, brother. That's my challenge to all of the brothers who need to lose weight, etc. You got 4 weeks.
And let me throw out this something. Sisters, come as you are in natural form. Okay. Come in natural form, right? I know y'all like, oh, but brother, I know. I just said I'm gonna leave it like that. You want to present yourself in the best way, right? Because all that matters, right? So again, this is the Speed Cosmo Show. You can decide how you want to present yourself, but we always want to optimize. Bring your best foot forward into the show. That's it.
And we are not liable if she takes off a wig next day. I'm sorry. That's we cannot be liable for that.
Oh,
No, I love y'all tribal family. But
yeah.
come, we just want y'all to be our best. That's the experiment. Just want to.
That's really it, y'all. So again, it's in the chats on the screen. I'm gonna post it one more time before moving on. If you want to sign up and participate in the show, or maybe you're like, oh well, I don't know if I want to do it. So you do it the day of. We cannot. If you do it the exact day that we're doing it, which I believe it is going to be Saturday. It might be Friday, but it's probably going to be Saturday. We cannot. We can't get you admitted. We might be able to, but depending on the participation and stuff like that, we may not be able to fit you in. So fill this out prior to, please. Okay. I'll show this on the screen again. This is the form. It's in the link. I'm gonna make sure to put this in the link of the description as well, and I probably will post it as well. And yeah, just come participate. Science of mating, y'all. It's gonna be fun, right? So let me move on. All right. Y'all know I like talking about investing this money. I know y'all like Coach. You always be talking about some village. Can we talk about something brand new? No. We're gonna keep talking about some village. Because there's a lot of things that people can do that they're not taking advantage of and they're not participating in. Tribal townships. When you start seeing that things start getting weird, and then you're like, oh, I need to go to a tribal town. Damn. Is there tribal towns? Yes, there is. Sun Village. Come on down. SunVillageCalifornia.org, y'all. Go to the website. Become an e-resident, y'all. You won't waste your time. You won't waste your resources. Be involved on I know we were supposed to have a meeting, but that got canceled. The public meetings that we have. We'll do it next month. So be on the lookout for that. So that's the first investment. I got to throw that out there. The next investment.
I don't think you got no sound, God. We still can't hear you. Coach, your laptop just died. He just said, give him a second to pop back in. You saying a key aspect they made missed over or made, neglect when it comes to key card, is I guess the best way to break it down is when I look at the key card, it's of course we describe the key card. That's that first step. We're gonna describe the key card. Mm-hmm. Like I put out an example, like person has a King of Diamonds key card, a key to mastering It's something I developed. I was working on, but people don't know the scientist. His name is I always forget his first name. George Ohms, OHM.
Mm-hmm.
He's the founder of Ohm's law. Ohm's law states that voltage equals current times resistance.
Mm-hmm.
And so how I broke down the law to cosmology is current is the cosmic spread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the spread for the war catastrophes.
Right.
The resistance is the earth spread, the mundane spread. And the voltage is the energy you get when you multiply those cards together and you get a result of it.
Correct. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I'm not ready for this.
And so when I look at the key card, I say, okay, the King of Diamonds is also in Uranus.
Mm-hmm.
And was it Uranus? It's not in Uranus Saturn. It's in Uranus.
You say King?
It should be Uranus.
Yeah, Uranus. Let me check.
Calling up my book in front. It should be Uranus Saturn, though, right?
Yes.
Because the second card is always under the other card.
Yeah. You said for the King of Diamonds, right? Or yeah, so it's Uranus.
Uranus Rose, Saturn column.
Yeah.
Okay. Had to make sure my mind was still there, y'all. I was like, damn, hold on. So I look at that. That's just natural cosmic neighborhood. And so the key energy focused on is innovation and structuring it, creating infrastructures that's far ahead of its time.
Right.
A person who stays in that realm experiences unlimited energy. And so when you read in the key cards, you read both the spreads. Because cosmic is like the cause, the earth is like the effect, the manifestation, or, such a result, or it can be the resistance. So your energies is flowing through that neighborhood, and then you get to this new neighborhood, and it's like, okay, what should I manifest? Or what is the resistance? What is the resistance of this new neighborhood I'm in?
Right.
Women and arguments.
Ooh. Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then, yeah, that's one thing I go, like, as far as, like, just making sure, if y'all want to cover that as far as cosmology goes.
No, that's good. No, I appreciate that, those gems, because, oh, wait, hold on. Okay. You want to hop on the other one, guy?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Let's hop on the other one. Make sure I get you on there, too. Man, my thing is, like, bugging today. Apologies for the mishap, y'all. Okay, we're going to wrap it up pretty soon. As soon as the Chief Minister of Cosmology comes through, we're going to go over a couple of slides, and then we'll wrap it up for questions. Hopefully that made sense. So I know I mentioned the V-chain, right? Oh, shoot. We got you. Yeah. All right. Got it. All right, let me wrap this up, and then we'll go Q&A. Chainlink, BlockV, Via. There's others. We talked about this in class. Go watch those other videos. I know I'm not going to spend too much time, but just understand that there's a lot of crazy things going to happen. There's probably going to be a pullback, right, before they happen. See, this is why I don't like freestyling. I need to have things written down. That's why I do presentations, y'all. So hopefully that makes sense. I know you're like, who's this white man? This white man a billionaire. He got money in crypto. So just put that in perspective, right? I'm not saying put all your life savings in it, but diversify, right? All right. Here's the main thing I wanted to tell you, right? This is science, y'all. I like this type of stuff, right? Fuel gems. Like, what the hell is that? It's an additive to decrease emissions. Now, if we know certain people's agendas, Build back better. We already know what their mindset is. And so if this is increasing fuel efficiency while not necessarily polluting the planet at the same time, decreasing emissions, and it's solving a particular problem, there's something here that's special that I think people can look into, right? So, and it also has 5 or 4 major corporations or 5 major corporations that are combining annual revenue of $500 billion, right? And pilot programs with this company's technology. 4. Folks, y'all tripping. And the real big thing that people sleep on when it comes to investing in private companies is the exit strategy. Either they're going to get bought out or they're going to go public and then get bought out. Now, why am I even mentioning this? Because the industry itself is very high as far as it's likely to get purchased by one of the automotive companies. And that's something that you would want to analyze if it makes sense for you to invest into this company, right? So I'm only dropping whatever I'm investigating. But from the investigation so far that I've seen, it looks pretty promising, right? So why am I even bringing it? 20% of fuel savings with Toyota's engine. Folks, this is Toyota. Some of y'all driving, Priuses, Camerons, all that stuff. Well, that's a Toyota, right? Yeah, that's a Toyota. So imagine your fuel consumption being saved in 20%. That means that's 20% of you not having to actually spend, let's say, just ballpark, like an extra $15 just to keep your tank full or quarter full or whatever the case may be. Even powering, look what it says, 7,500 mile field trial powering a Mercedes C-Class. That's crazy, yeah. That's crazy. All right. Here's some of the companies that they're dealing with, right? That are investing into them or they're interacting with them with some type of partnership. Shell, American Airlines, Apple, Honeywell. Look, y'all. These are some big players. Some people have experience at these companies too, right? So that means they have connections to help further this company, right? It's all about connections sometimes. So
Right.
I think that was the main thing. So how do you actually go find this to actually go invest? You just go to Fuel Gems, right? Make sure it goes. Yeah, right here. Let me blow this up. Go back. Right here. And you click on the invest button when you go to the website. Fuel Gems. You put however much you are able to. Don't put anything extra that you are not willing to lose. I hate people seeing going extra and they can't even afford to pay their rent, right? This is investing. That means it's discretionary compensation that you have to use. Notice I didn't say income. So very important. Keep that in mind. Hopefully that makes sense. I think this is a really interesting technology that they're even able to do that. I want to see how we can get our hands on that and see if we can incorporate that into some of the stuff that we could probably do. Yeah. So science, STEM. This is what we gotta talk about, y'all. Let me make sure. And this one we talked about last time, so I won't spend too much time. All right. We already know. Get yourself nationalized or start an indigenous business. These are things that are going to protect you and your family as you start building families, start building communities in your in whatever area you're at on what part of this planet, doesn't matter. You need to have your political status at the end of the day. Doesn't matter. You need to start indigenous businesses because they're going to take your resources. They're trying to extract your resources. Period. Right? So keep that in mind. And we can help you. coopdfw.org, honorgovernment.org, businesspoliticalauthority.org, shabazassociates.com, doesn't matter, or another jurist listed on the website. And then lastly, y'all, you know I gotta talk about this. Make your health a priority, right? Some of y'all out here struggling. Y'all looking like y'all 50 and y'all only 25. So holla at us. And we're running some experiments. Some of y'all have received some of the experiments that we sent out. If you want to be a test subject for some of those things, just shoot us a message saying, hey, I want to try some of your new products that you're rolling out, and we can get you guys a sample as well. So don't be afraid. We're always sending out samples and stuff like that for people to try and see how they work out for them. So we're gonna open up the floor for questions. I know you're like, damn, brother, hour and 30. I know. Sorry. Yogi, Mr. Yogi, you got anything, guys? Dropping too much power. Yeah, I know the chief over here dropping major flames.
You dropping some flames. Region 6.
I'm telling you. It's AKA spade knowledge. Yeah, right. What's that clip? I'm trying to think. Who said that's what I'm thinking of. You remember Mr. Lopez, Ty Lopez. His whole video was him in the garage with his Lamborghini, and he was like, you know what was the one thing that helped me? Knowledge. And you know he's a club, right?
He a club.
He a club.
Should have known.
Should have known. He doing all that talking. Oh shoot! But y'all have any questions? I mean, listen, y'all. I know we went on a little bit too long, but definitely, if you have questions on the cosmology aspect, the 5 love languages, the Speed Cosmos show, come through for the powwow. If you want to be, you want to look for. I literally had somebody ask me that yesterday. When we're gonna do an event for singles? All right, boom. Here you go. Right here. Go fill out that form, y'all. Or just pull up, right? Again, either way, it'll be good. It'll be fun. We'll have a good time. There'll be food, a whole bunch of food. We'll feed y'all. We'll feed y'all really well. And we'll have fun too at the same time.
Facts.
Yeah, man. That drone competition, y'all, it's gonna be fun though, man. It's gonna put a little bit of anyway. Let me not spoil. It'll be fun, y'all.
This is gonna be a fun year. It's gonna be a fun year. Oh, I hope y'all ready.
It's gonna be good, y'all. Any last words, Chief Mr. Younger? I'm gonna take this off the screen. If they need to focus on you, you can.
Don't be nervous. When you end the Speed Cosmo show, don't get in the room for 5 minutes. So I was like, so how's the weather? Oh, no, he didn't. No. No.
We'll help them with some questions that they can, pull from.
Yes. No, it's gonna be dope for real, though. Man, the whole. Yeah, that's all I can think of. I don't even got no remaining remarks as far as just the powwow. I hope y'all show up.
Get ready for
have fun.
Get ready, have fun, y'all. Have fun. The main goal is to promote healthy family relationships.
Yes.
And this is a chance for everybody just to kind of mingle who are single. Keep getting this question. Here it is. Right. This is literally an event. Like it's a main event. We're also going to do other main events, but this is the main event. Right. We'll have fun. And even if we get a couple, it's still. Remember, we're gonna pay for y'all's. We're gonna pay for the date. We're gonna pay for a date. Hawab Region 6 is gonna pay for y'all's first date. 9 of y'all's down. We're gonna pay for it. So if y'all hit it off, y'all like what y'all see, y'all like what y'all hearing, y'all the mutual energy is just bubbling and percolating, and it's flowing in the right direction. And y'all, we want to go on a date with each other. We want to take this to date number 2. Like, okay, we'll take y'all to the court process, date number 2, and we'll pay for that. We'll sponsor that. So, and no, we ain't gonna take y'all to McDonald's, right? That would be insult to injury, right? It'll be it'll be something nice, or if depending on where y'all want to go, where y'all at the time, we'll cover a certain amount, even if it's the whole amount. It doesn't matter. Sometimes we just have to figure out where you guys are going to be at, or we're going to pay for y'all's day. That's really the objective. So y'all come through.
Don't be trying to make Region 6 responsible for $2,000 meal ticket. Talk about your dog at your wallet. We said we was gonna cover half. You better.
You're right. Yeah. Oh. Man. Oh yeah, y'all gonna be there. Oh, it's gonna be lit. Oh, we definitely. Man, I gotta schedule some time with you. I know you be busy, sis. So I gotta schedule some time with you so we can put a game plan together. So, but yeah, it's gonna be fun, y'all. We appreciate y'all taking the time to really pay attention for the evaluation, the criticism of the 5 love languages. But again, this is just meant to be a learning experiment or a learning process, and just to provide some criticism or objective feedback so that you guys can actually focus on building healthy, positive relationships versus just floating, guessing, freestyling, all that stuff. So it's got to love cosmology indeed. Yeah. So on that note, family, we love y'all. And we'll see y'all probably next week. We're gonna do a weekly class. Just because powwows around the corner, so we gotta do more videos. Yeah, let's do it. All right, family. We'll see y'all in the next class, and we appreciate y'all's attention. And we out of here. Peace.
Peace, family.